I think this is what happens when you get physicists playing with biology. We're playing around with some interesting new methods to move molecules and discovered a new way to concentrate nucleic acids and purify them. There's lots of areas now where you need to look at DNA to get some kind of information, either for clinical diagnostics or for forensics, looking at casework samples. We found a way to clean DNA, something like 1,000 times better than anybody else can. We can also work with tiny amounts of DNA, so looking at crime scene samples in forensics is a huge opportunity for us, as well as looking for things like cancer biomarkers. I think everyone should be excited in the sense that we're heading towards a better method to detect cancer early, for starters. So that alone, I think, should be of interest not only to the clinical community, but to the general public. More immediately, we're looking at police departments, biodefense organizations for both crime scene sample analysis as well as biowarfare agent analysis. So certainly the U.S. government is very excited about this and has actually helped fund the company. But also, I think in general, researchers in life science, people looking to discover new organisms in samples like soil, environmental samples, lakes and rivers. We give them an ability to get to DNA they otherwise could not get to, and to get it out pure enough that they can actually analyze it and discover new things. We've raised nearly $10 million, most of which has been from the U.S. military, Homeland Security, defense threat reduction, and ultimately the money they're giving us is going to develop products that will be of use to them in both forensics applications and biodefense applications, but it's the same technology that will ultimately be useful in clinical diagnostics. Internationally, we've had interest out of Australia, the UK. We actually have an instrument in Norway right now. Again, mostly from life science researchers got very excited as they saw our ability to extract nucleic acids from samples like the Alberta oil sands, for example. The invention came in 2004. It's been over 6 years that we've been developing this technology. It took the better part of 2 years to even get it working reliably, let alone think of starting a company. So it was about 4 years ago we decided to incorporate this company and really put all our effort behind it. Long term, I see the growth of the company being primarily in clinical diagnostics. The opportunity there is enormous, and the potential impact on Canada is huge, and that's where we're headed. The impact on Canada is going to be really around healthcare. Being able to provide less expensive diagnostics, less invasive tests for tumors and for pathogens, and ultimately even point-of-care clinical diagnostics, something you can go into a doctor's office and get a rapid test for viruses and bacteria. Racing cars is fun. It's good to let off steam on the weekends. It's one of my hiring policies in the company. Anyone that joins the company is welcome to come out and race my cars with me. So I have one of my employees is now my co-driver at the races. This award, although it's been presented to me, really reflects achievements of the company. I think probably the single most exciting thing I've done here is build a team of people that are the smartest, coolest people I've ever hung out with. Incredible, fun bunch of people to work with every day, and ultimately they're the drivers behind the success here. One of the really satisfying things about trying to start a company here has been the incredible support we've had, both from University of British Columbia, Industry Liaison Office working so closely with us to get this company off the ground, but also local government organizations, IRAP, organizations like Genome BC, NSERC and CIHR. Everyone's contributed really to getting us from the lab out into a company, and without them this would have been impossible. So we're really the envy of some of my colleagues in the United States. I mean, despite the amount of money down there, the university environment, local government environment is not nearly as supportive as what I've discovered here in BC, and that's been phenomenal.